Hello everyone, welcome to a new tutorial presented by DSA. In this tutorial, we are going to learn integration and summation, how to write integration and summation in your LaTeX program. Now, the first thing is to note that integration and summation are functions in mathematics. So the first point to put in mind is that when you want to write the commands of integration and summation, you write them in the math mode. Because if I just write integration and I just write summation as such, and I compile, the compiler is going to show us errors in line 6 and line 8. So it's going to show us errors because of these two. But if I place them in the math mode, no error is going to be shown as such. So let's try remove this one, place in the math mode. So we are not going to have any error. Now we know that integration, we have an integral of a base and we have a top value. So now when you want to integrate, the things that you have to put now are to place the base. Let's say you want to place a base of a, the lower limit, that's the lower limit, and you want to place the upper limit of b. So it will be written as such. So when you write integration, let's write and see what happens. So you come and view the PDF. You see you have the integral of a and you have the lower limit and upper limit b. Now let's say you want to write now integration of x plus 1 dx. So it's going to be x plus 1 dx as such. So you write x plus 1 are in bracket, so you write dx as such like this. So you have compile, you run. When you run, you have x plus 1 dx. This is how to write your integration format in LaTeX programming. So now if you want to write a fraction, let's say you want to write a fraction, I'll write the command frac here. Now I want to multiply it, I'll place a dot product here, so I can instead place a multiplication with big X. I come here, I write fraction with fraction. So we place our fraction. So inside the fraction we can place here, let's say we want to say x plus 5 at the apex, at the numerator, and the denominator, let's say it's 4. So, and we want to multiply all these times x plus 1, so I'm going to place it all in brackets. So we have fraction, I place all in brackets here, and I come here, all over 4 I place here also in bracket. So I compile and I run. Come here, you see what happened. You have x raised to power x plus 5, 4, and this that. So this is what you have with multiplication sign. Now the problem is that this multiplication, when I write with the big x is very large and is not the real multiplication that you have to do. Now to multiply in LaTeX, you use a sign called the asterisk. When you want to multiply in LaTeX, you use asterisk sign. So you use this sign to do a multiplication in LaTeX programming. This is multiplication in LaTeX programming. So when I compile, I come here and then I run. So you see that this is multiplication sign. This is how to multiply in LaTeX. So the ways to multiply, there are different ways to multiply with LaTeX. The first format that we initially seen is by using the asterisk sign. You can do this multiplication, you compile, and you have the asterisk sign which is shown between. Now the second method to multiply is by using the c dot. You use the command c dot as such. you have the backslash to show command, and you write c dot. So when you write c dot, you have this dot which is going to be formed. So when you want to form a dot at the between two numbers, you write c dot. When you want to write an asterisk, you write when you want to add an asterisk, you write an asterisk sign with, as such, as you have seen there. Now the next method again, which is a most common method of writing multiplication, is by using times. So here is fraction. This fraction times this fraction is going to be written as such. You compile and then you run here, come there, and you see that there is multiplication which is being shown. So you see this multiplication is the best multiplication that most of the time we use. So I instead prefer to use the c dot in this case. So you have a c dot here as such, LaTeX programming. So you have the c dot for multiplication. Now let's try a bit c dot and see how it's going to be. So c dot place many dots between the two. That's how c dot do. So remove this and place c dot. Now the next thing again we are going to do is to visualize how to do the summation with LaTeX programming. So this is how to do summation. To do summation, so before going to summation, we are going to visualize again another method to do division. So the different method to do the multiplication, we said there is this one, we copy, we're going to form the different methods, paste here, we have times, we have another method here, we're going to copy, we are going to paste here, instead on this one we are going to have instead asterisk as such. So now if you want to divide, this is multiplication, all through here is going to be multiplication. Now if you want to divide, the thing to do, let's say if you want to enter division. So when you want to divide, let's say you want to divide still this number, I'm going to paste here. In order to divide, at the place of c dot here, I'm going to place instead div. So as such, so let's say I'm going to place bar here and I place div as such. So when I have the div here, you see that the sign for division will be shown as such. You have division sign here, the division sign is shown to us. Here you have the dot sign, you have the multiplication sign, you have the asterisk sign, and you have the division sign which is shown up to you here. So these are the methods of using multiplication in our the different mode of calculation in our program. Now the next thing is to go up with summation. So the first thing to do with summation is to write it in a math mode. So we have summation. So to write it, we are going to write in a double math mode, write summation as such. Know that summation start from a certain point and end up with summing certain values. So sum starting from I equals to 0 to n. Let's say we want to sum starting from I equals to 0 to n. So what we do is place it within a base. The base is used, we are using the underscore. Now since it's I equals to 0 and it is made up of 3 characters, we're going to place it between the braces here. So we're going to have I equals to 0 from I equals to 0, and then we are going to go to the top value, and the top value is written as such to n. So this is how to write. And now let's say we want to sum x. Let's say we want to sum xi plus 1. We want to sum x to the base I, so to the base I plus 1. So this is how we are going to write. It's better if you are going to close the math mode here. So we copy, we write this, and we run. So when doing this, we have this mode. We have x from I equals to 0 to n of xi plus 1. So this is our summation that you see here. So I can remove this big X and I paste a small x, compile. So you have this one here. So the next thing I can say do is that I can paste this within the parentheses such that it is in the summation mode. I compile and I run. So you are going to have this. Compile again. So you have this. So this is the value you are going to have. So from here we have seen integration and summation, and we have seen how to use the different signs of multiplication. And we said that to write integration, you write in the math mode, write the int, and to write summation, you say in the math mode, still write sum. This is the base, and this is the top value. This is the base of integration. This is the maximal limits, lower limit, upper limit. So from here, we're going to say thanks for your kind attention.